I'm pretty sure that everyone that saw this year's halftime show felt or interpreted things just a little bit differently. For me, I felt something that is so rare in 2026, and that was a genuine wave of hope. A hope that Americans could put aside their tribalism and enjoy what makes us really great as a country, and that's our diversity. Artists and those who appreciate art at its purest form, we're DEI by nature. We're curious about the people around us. But in America, you can feel or react just however you want to. And that's why I wanted to put together this montage of the reactions for Bad Bunny's halftime show performance.
Debido al tema beso y abrazo. Una porquería, yo un campeón. Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa, Rocky Balbía. Tengo la ruta, tengo la vía, sí, tengo la vía. Los gastos de noche facturo todo el día. Tanta plata que me gusta que me chapen. Por eso le meto a tetas al pía. Ustedes no saben lo que es estar en alta mar cuando...
Do you know what he's saying?
Yes, I know what he's saying. I'm on a 32-day streak on Duolingo. Of course I know what he's saying.
Oh.
What in the Taco Bell is...
Actually don't care for Bad Bunny, however, I'm very tempted to have it on in the background just in case he gets raided by ICE. Because that would be a far more entertaining halftime show than whatever the fuck he's gonna put on. I don't really care to watch an anti-American wear a dress and dance up on stage. Instead, I'll probably be spending most of my time watching the Great American Halftime Show.
She means like this? That halftime show was fucking brilliant. I didn't understand most of it, and yet I loved every fucking second of it because that's how fucking transformative music is.
Trump said that Bad Bunny's halftime show was awful because no one could understand a word he was saying, which is ironic because...
I said, well, let's see how we say that.
You call a Spanish halftime show un-American, but you'll spend $2,000 on tickets for a K-pop band? There's a reason. If you watch anime in Japanese because it has more emotion, but a Spanish performance has you on the internet causing commotion, it's not patriotism, it's racism. That's why plenty of non-US citizens can headline the Super Bowl and have their work seen as universal, while an American citizen can show up proud of his heritage and it's controversial. You can claim media isn't political, but within your media consumption is a direct commentary on who you feel is allowed to be human. So if a group of people taking center stage feels like an attack on your values, what it really means is that you live in a world where they've never had to be valued. If you can identify with the singer that's half demon but not a man that's Puerto Rican, be honest with yourself about why your humanity is only offered conditionally. If you expect the world to stay in a bubble so you don't have to learn empathy, go get some therapy!
Fourth quarter, and Kid Rock just came out talking about my name Kid. All this nigga did was do 13. All he did was do 15 mic flips in his hand to get the jumping and flailing around.
And punk legends Green Day kicked off the entire evening. The performance started out with Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, while introductions were made, powering through shortened versions of Holiday, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and American Idiot.
And this goes out to all the ICE agents out wherever you are. Quit your shitty ass job. Because when this is over, and it will be over at some point in time, Christy Nome, Stephen Miller, J.D. Vance, Donald Trump, they're gonna drop you like a bad fucking habit. Come on this side of the line.
Singing American Idiot at the biggest sporting event in America, oh, they are always going to be iconic.
Can you hear the sound of hysteria? The subliminal mind of America.
I thought it was great, like music was great. It was a thrill.
He represents all America, that is not just the United States.
Music was great, but just the message of love and the message of, you know, multicultural acceptance, and that's what America is. Definitely hit home with, I think, a lot of people in this country.
I appreciate it. I loved his message. I loved the look of it. The pageantry was amazing.
It was fantastic. It tells us a story about people from other countries coming right here, working as much as they can, getting married, and having a good time, having sports. And at the end, we are not extraterrestrial aliens, we are human beings.
First of all, this had to be an extraordinary night. Say, okay, great. One of the most powerful institutions in America actually recognizes we are Americans. The NFL clearly does not care what Donald Trump or the MAGA right tweets.
The NFL is smart enough to look at the guy who is the most streamed artist in the world and say, we have the biggest stage. There's no stage anywhere in the world at any time of the year where any musician, any group, any artist can command 135 million pairs of eyeballs. And the NFL says, hey, you know what? For our biggest audience anywhere in the world, let's pick what's the safe pick? The safe pick is the guy who's the most streamed, most mainstream artist in the world. That's, in some ways, it's telling Donald Trump and MAGA to go pound sand. But in some ways, it's just giving the people what they want.
I'm up here. I didn't want to watch Bad Bunny.
People were saying he's going to wear a dress. He didn't.
Got to give some props to our Mexican brothers.
It's anti-American.
He said, God bless America.
God bless America. Well, I don't know. From what I understand, he hates America.
He got the whole crowd involved.
Who's he trying to appeal to with the NFL?
Too much negative stuff's going on right now.
No, Pawpaw, it's Bad Bunny this year.
This is America's game. He ain't even American.
Pawpaw, yes, he is. He's from Puerto Rico.
Exactly.
Just listen to the first song and maybe you'll like it.
No, you're right, but I doubt it. What in the hell's the name of that song?
Titi me pregunto.
Me pregunto, what are his pregnant? Hell, it's all in Spanish. Son, the only Spanish I know is what I order at the Mexican joint.
And what's that?
Dos margaritas. That means 2 margaritas. I gotta use the washroom.
Damn, he's been in there for a while. Pawpaw? 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 Pawpaw, you didn't fall, did you?
Pawpaw, you can walk. Hey, now you tell anybody I was watching anything other than Fox News, I'll whoop your ass. You ever done the salsa, boy?
Pawpaw, since when can you salsa?
Y si hoy me emborracho, pues que me ayuden. De cuando te tuve, debí darte más besos y abrazos las veces que pude. Me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra, ey. Pero no hay boda.
Brought the house down right here in Barrio BX, a restaurant in the Bronx where fans got together to watch the halftime show. And a lot of people came, weren't even interested in the game. If you see my shirt, it says, I'm just here for Benito Bowl. A lot of these people were just here for Benito Bowl. And let me tell you, people danced, people sang, people cried. It was such an emotional and electrifying moment here in the Bronx, where the largest concentration of Puerto Ricans live in New York City.
It was just so emotional. I couldn't believe how important this moment was for us as Latinos. It was such a moment to bring the pop culture into our culture, how we have our presence in this day and age.
Every bone in my body was shaking. You could feel everybody's energy. Even in San Francisco and here in the Bronx and in Puerto Rico, it was like we were all connected.
It was the best night of my life. I felt like it was the best time to just celebrate being Latino and celebrating with the world.
I'll say something. I just watched the halftime show. I know no Bad Bunny songs. None. I swear I'm being honest. I did not have high expectations. I think that's the best Super Bowl halftime show I've ever seen. And I was just saying to our friends who are over, who are Latino, like, if you think Kid Rock represents America more than this, if you were like, I'm not going to watch this, I'm going to watch Kid Rock, you're fucking insane. The flavor of that, the feel of that was America. When I walk through New York City or when I go to LA, when you go to LA and you go to a fruit stand or you go to a taco stand or you walk through New York and you just smell the different flavors and the different ethnicities, like that actually is America. That is America. And this show represented America beautifully.
that's because that's just the type of artist that Bad Bunny is. He makes music that makes you want to move. But on a more serious note, the performance was also emotional. During a politically divisive time like the one we're in now, where it feels like everyone's always fighting, this performance was about togetherness. It was about chasing your dreams, and it was about love. On the biggest stage in American pop culture, Benito Malo opened his halftime show in landscapes of his hometown of Puerto Rico, singing the Perea anthem Titi Me Preguntó. And even if you don't speak the language, you felt it.
It was super cultural, very intentional, just like Bad Bunny is.
His Grammy-winning album, Debí Tirar Más Fotos, is about memory, family, and leaving home to build a life somewhere else. And one moment in Sunday's performance connected that story directly to L.A. Highland Park Taqueria Villa's Tacos made a surprise appearance on the field with Bad Bunny. The owner, Victor Villa, telling Eyewitness News he's a first-generation Mexican-American who started selling tacos out of his grandmother's front yard. Years later, found himself part of one of the most watched performances in the world.
I noticed my favorite taco spot. It's like a block away from where I live. I come here every week.
The restaurant that feels like home, treats you and feeds you like family, spent the night celebrating, music blasting. Across Southern California, it was a similar story. People throwing watch parties just for the Benito Bowl.
Unity. The message of that was unity. Pretty much saying, like, we're all in this together. Music brings us together.
The message became even clearer in these final moments.
God bless America. Sea Chile. Argentina.
Listing countries one after another across the Americas, a reminder that America isn't just one country. It's a region, a history, and millions of stories connected across borders. He closed with two words, Seguimos aquí, we're still here.
Tiempo! It's time!
Grateful that we have another day of life.
So was it a good experience being out there at the Super Bowl halftime and
Great experience.
being part of it?
I enjoyed it. I'm back. I had to get back to work. You know, I'm back to work.
We're here to support you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
This is Donita, a matriarch of Williamsburg, Brooklyn. No, really, she's iconic. My dad grew up in this rapidly changing neighborhood, and Donita's Caribbean Social Club is one of the only remaining reflections of the history here. Nestled on Grand Street, Donita's has been a safe space for Latinos to be in community for the last 50 years. The ambiance and history it holds cannot be replicated.
Some people saw a stage design. I saw my childhood. For us, La Marqueta is not just a market. Growing up in the Lower East Side, Essex Street Market was part of our rhythm, a place we returned to again and again. My father still shops here. Same vendors, same conversations, decades later. These
People to go dig to the Super Bowl, La Marqueta.
Yo, what's he saying? This is fun. I like this. What is this? Reggae? Reggaeton. Oh, this is fun. So this is like your president? Or nice. What's he saying though? I actually took Spanish in high school, so I'm picking up a couple things. Puerto Rico! Nice. Bad Bunny. I thought it was a girl. This is fun. Did you see Green Day though? Did you watch the Green Day performance? Oh man, that was killer. They have that one song, Viva la something. You would love it. This is cool too. I like this. This is fun. What's he saying though?
One more thing?
Yeah,
Just
for
one last
sure.
thing.
Yeah, great. Go
Okay,
for it.
So picture this. Marco stepping into the truck, but before he gets in, just a little body roll.
Oh, that's
A little body roll with a dude on dude body roll.
Gay is risky.
I know it's a lot and he's saying so much already about the resistance, Viva la revolucion, but I think we go big or go home. I mean, this kind of thing.
What's next, Greg? Are you going to suggest Lady Gaga?
Okay, relax, Rachel. I would never suggest Gaga in this, unless you guys think.
That might be
crazy.
Oh my God, imagine.
I Pride.
can talk to my people and see
Yeah,
what we can do.
it can't hurt.
So Gaga or body?
I mean, I think we go big or go home.
¿Por qué no los
Oh my
dos?
God, let's do it, Greg.
Talk about why Bad Bunny is one of the most successful artists of our time. 1, he's hot. 2, he stands for something. He has a message, and a big one at that, which is exactly why people are going to pick a side. They're going to either really, really, really love him or really, really, really hate him. And 3, he never gave up on himself. There's been a picture floating around where 10 years ago he was bagging groceries at the grocery store, and now he's headlining the Super Bowl in Spanish. And I know a lot of people don't know Spanish, but one of the things he said during his performance is, "I never gave up on myself, and neither should you." Is that really someone worth hating?
I don't know Spanish.
Dale, dale. And I'm gonna come like this, like this, like this.
Wore a stunning light blue dress by a Puerto Rican designer that's the same color as the original blue in the Puerto Rican flag, and it was adorned with the Puerto Rican flower.
I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry.
I don't even want to do.
Oh my God, I'm filled with goosebumps.
Cause you already know what you mean to me.
Oh my God, he brought her out. Yeah.
Wherever you go, that's where I'll find.
Oh my God.
No, I'ma love you every night like it's the last night.
Yo.
Like it's the last night. If the world
Yes. He brought out Lady Gaga, yo. Look at what she said.
I wanna be next to you.
Yes, she killed that shit. Are you? Hey, she did that salsa. Oh my God. Look at them. Oh. This is beautiful. It's my song. No te puedo olvidar.
Turning off the Super Bowl halftime show to see Bad Bunny fans' reactions.
You dumbass! Hey, my bad. Sorry.
Bad Bunny recognized Haiti alongside of several other beautiful Latino countries, and that moment mattered. This red and blue is often left out of conversations about Latin America. We're frequently erased, overlooked, treated like we don't belong in the cultural story of this region. But here's the irony. Haiti doesn't just belong. Haiti geopolitically established Latin America. In 1804, Haiti became the first nation to be created, to be established in Latin America and in the Caribbean. Our ancestors defeated slavery and colonization when they declared independence. They created Haiti, the world's first free black republic. And it didn't stop there. After independence, Haitians went to support and finance liberation movements across the region. Haitians fueled revolutions. They spread freedom. They helped to shape the future of the Americas. That's why several flags throughout Latin America, they carry our red and blue bicolor. They honor the courage of our ancestors. So moments like this, moments where Haiti's seen, named, recognized, honored, they're more than symbolic. They are a reminder that Haiti has been and will always be part of the story.
Being
conducted in a language that is not ours, with symbols that are not ours, with foreign flags overshadowing our flags. And it felt for a lot of Americans like we were not invited to partake in a civic experience. If anything, it felt like we were invited to bear witness to the replacement of ours. And when you have people guilting us out of our God-given right to our sovereignty and our borders and our laws, to watch our language be replaced by a foreign language, to watch a foreign culture elevated above ours during a traditional American experience, it felt a bit like a humiliation ritual.
So do you get it? Do you get it? You're right. It's humiliating when people treat you like your heritage doesn't matter, like your history doesn't matter, like your language never mattered, like your own culture never mattered. Do you get it? I know that ultimately this will fall on deaf ears for the people who need to hear it most, but Jesus Christ, you couldn't buy this kind of irony.
When it comes to Bad Bunny's performance at the Super Bowl, if the only thing that you got out of that performance was that you couldn't understand it, you missed the whole point. And there's no point in talking to you. And this is coming from a Black woman who only speaks un poquito de español. What's crazier is that I've seen a lot of my people talking bad about that performance. And I ought to, because lest we forget, we were in the very same position just last year. Say Drake. Admittedly, we have some tensions, okay? Understandably so. But if there's anybody who ought to understand the importance of representation and the importance of your contributions to this country being acknowledged, it's us. And I was dancing and had a ball. So kudos to Bad Bunny for putting on for Puerto Rico and for Latin America. And I hope that y'all felt represented well. Because if you're going to say representation matters, then recognize that representation matters across the board. It's not just to you and people who look like you.
Quieren quitarme el río y también la playa. Quieren el barrio mío y que abuelita se vaya. No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolay. Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que le pasó a Hawái. No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolay. Que no quiero que hagan contigo. Quieren quitarme el...
I'm gonna choose.
La bandera ni olvide el Lelolay. Que no quiero que hagan contigo lo que...
I'm getting a motherfucking chills.
No, no, suelte la bandera ni olvide el Lelolay. It was amazing. The energy is like, it's so beautiful. And then obviously to be here with Benito representing my culture is just wonderful. It was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Super Bowl, baby, let's go!
1,000 people are rumored to have applied for the Super Bowl halftime job. The gig, be a Bush, but not just any Bush. One in Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show.
Like this is just the arm piece. Like this is just what goes on my arm here. There's another arm piece that we get, and then there's a headpiece and a backpack and a tunic and a shoulder. Like it's a whole process.
Atheist flew around 2,500 miles from Philadelphia to San Francisco for the job.
The requirements were you had to be between 5'7" and 6 foot, no bigger, no smaller, and you had to be somewhat athletic and marching band experience, which I kind of had, and also comfortable with wearing a 45-pound costume and not claustrophobic.
Ithia says organizers opted to use people instead of carts with props, since there's a limit to how many can be on the field at once. But one of the hardest parts, he says, was keeping the gig a secret.
It was a very serious NDA. They dropped like 40 people from this because there were people that shared stuff on TikTok.
While he didn't get to personally meet Bad Bunny, he says just playing a small part in the show was more than enough.
As a Jamaican, being surrounded by, people of all these different cultures and ethnicities and, a Puerto Rican superstar that is, on a global scale, we all feel like, we're Puerto Rican, last night. But at the same time, we all felt human. We all felt like we were people of the same planet.
40,000 people.
I feel so lucky. It's embarrassing that I cried, but I'm so thankful to Cosina for bringing me, and also just like this entire experience has been amazing and incredible, and it's just like Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin, like hello, but like Benito was so good, and it just means a lot because I know how special he is to so many people, and like just representation matters, and I think that was so fucking awesome.
Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una mañana.
The English version? Hey, so my auntie asked me why I got so many girlfriends. Hey, a lot of girlfriends. Today I got one and tomorrow I got another one. But I never marry. Yo, my auntie asked me why I got so many girlfriends. Hey, a lot of girlfriends. Today I got one and tomorrow I got another one. Man, I think I want to take them all to the VIP, Ay, where they can be my auntie, and we're gonna take a selfie and say cheese. They smile if they already been with me.
Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. Debí darte más besos y abrazos las veces que pude.
Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras.
Hey girl, where you from? Oh, me? Oh, I'm from Canada. Ontario. Toronto. Quebec. Thank you for asking.
So why nobody told me not to look up the lyrics for DTMF for Bad Bunny? Like, why nobody told me that? I'm done for today. I'm done. Instantly, I thought about my dad. I'm done.
The peak was pretty early for me. It was when they brought out all the legends, Brady, Rice, the Mannings, and then transitioned immediately into Green Day. I love Green Day. Just in like the immediate build up, and then we get Lift Every Voice and Sing, National Anthem, the flyover with the B-1 Lancer, flanked by the 4 fighter jets, just like incredible. And then from there on out, the game, I mean, the game was the game. Like, great tackling, great defense. Seahawks, one of the most just impressive lockup Super Bowl wins of all time. Not as exciting of a game as some in the past have been, obviously. Commercials fell kind of flat for me. I mean, remember a few years ago, like those crypto commercials with all the celebrity cameos, and now no celebrities want to be in a crypto commercial. This one was really just like field goal, AI commercial, field goal, AI commercial, on and on. Guy Fieri's commercial was definitely the highlight for me, where he's just like, I'm just a regular guy. And he's got like his hair like all normal. That was funny. Bad Bunny halftime show I thought was great. Just like so like fun and like joyous. Like they've been doing this trend for a couple years now of like the performers really doing like a very conceptual like set and like really making it all about them. When I was growing up, they would get like Tom Petty and he'd just be up there on stage doing a rock concert. Now it's like these artists, they're so mixed media. It's not just about the music, it's about the set pieces, the dancing, and like the experience of it all. Last year, Kendrick did that. It was a little more serious. Kendrick is like, he's very political in like a kind of a thinker way, where Bad Bunny, it came across as just very joyous. I thought it was a great moment for Puerto Rico. Just really fun. Like if you hated that halftime show, like you just hate fun. Sorry.
Hey, y'all, I don't know about yours, but I'm pretty pissed off about that halftime show last night. Yeah, I'm sitting there watching it with my wife. We've been married 15 years. Our 2 boys sitting there watching this shit with us. You know, all of a sudden, Ricky Martin shows up, and now I'm gay. How am I supposed to explain that to them, Roger Goodell? Huh? It's ridiculous. Now, look, I thought it was great, you know. I mean, I didn't understand a word, but I feel like I got it all, you know. Also, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm a veritable connoisseur of anything that pisses off shitty white people, and this is top shelf vintage right here. This is the good stuff. And the real brilliance of it is, objectively speaking, there wasn't much about it that they should hate, right? They're sitting there watching like, what is all it? Look at all this farm and truck stuff. Got a fucking traditional marriage between a man and a woman. This is stupid. Just because it's in Spanish, like, that's hilarious. I don't know what I'm saying. None of them even know that, obviously, because they opted instead to switch over to the TPUSA Kid Rock halftime show, brought to you by Crystal Meth and Broken Homes, and that's what they watched. I almost feel sorry for these people, you know, because they miss out on so much good stuff because of their tribalism. It is funny, though. It's funny watching them having to pretend that these garbage-ass artists are actually legit just because they're the only ones that agree with them politically. You know, they're like, Robert De Niro sucks. You know who's a real thespian is that Kevin Sorbo. That's who we like. You know, in our household, we celebrate Scott Baio's entire filmography. Bruce Springsteen ain't got shit on that 50-year-old song Lee Greenwood made. Thank you very much. Right, but deep down they know, I think. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. I thought the halftime show was great. I thought it was a beautiful representation of what America should be, you know. And they would hear me say that, and they'd say that I've been brainwashed. I've been indoctrinated with that. Well, let me tell you something right now. If I've been indoctrinated with that, I know exactly when and where it happened. 1999, Clay County, Tennessee. My middle school social studies teacher, a Christian conservative woman who probably still called the Civil War the War of Northern Aggression, taught our class that America was the great melting pot. But no, she said, no, melting pot's not quite right, because that implies everything melts together into the same thing, and that's not America. No, really, America is more like a salad or a casserole where all the individual ingredients retain their own flavor, but together they combine to make something greater than the sum of its parts. That's what I was taught America is by y'all in the Deep South 30 years ago. This has not always been a controversial sentiment. All right, but in the intervening decades, y'all have poisoned yourselves with hatred. Right, and there's been so many times recently where I've looked around and I've worried deeply that America might be dead and gone. But last night, Senor Bunny and his retinue reminded me that is not the case. That America yet draws breath. And what's more, there are a great many people out there who are committed beyond measure to ensuring that it continues to do so. Fuck if you like it or not. Love y'all.
His Grammy, oh, it was up for me. It was up for me, I fear. The set design and the domino. There was no subtitles, and that's exactly how it needed to be. Benito de ahorita brillante. Wow. He handed that little boy his Grammy. Oh, it was up for me. It was up for me, I fear. The set design and the domino. There was no subtitles, and that's exactly how it needed to be. Benito.
Yeah, that halftime show was definitely not made for people who look like me. But even so, from the very first note, like the very first scene, I was locked in. I just got chills watching it. The how he showed us different aspects of Puerto Rican culture. I'm white, and I felt like he was like including us in it. And I mean, Ricky Martin and Lady Gaga, let's go. It was not a political halftime show. It was cultural. And it's okay to embrace other cultures and be proud of your heritage and to express that on a world stage. I just can't believe why anyone would have a problem with that. Like, it's okay to be, not white. It's okay to season your chicken.
Halftime show. Do you know how good of a visual storyteller you have to be, where so much of your audience does not speak the language that you're speaking, and yet you are able to perfectly convey a double entendre of a story, in essence? Because, like, one of the things I think makes great story is when you can speak from the individual and then connect it to the universal. And so what he is speaking of in this story is the experience of people in Puerto Rico. Right? Like, it is what he's conveying from the start, from the first visual to the very end. But by the time I get to the very end, I think what's interesting is all of the things that you see that he displays, all of the elements of what it looks like and feels like to be Puerto Rican, to grow up in Puerto Rico. are not just things that are explicit to Puerto Rico, but are stories and experiences that exist all up and down the Americas. Which is why when we get to the end and he says, God bless America, and then he lists every single area of America from Argentina all the way up to Canada, like the things that he's describing could be happening in Paraguay or in Puerto Rico or in New York City. Like there's a universality of the story. And so despite the fact that like I personally don't know Spanish well enough to know all the words that he's saying, visually and aesthetically and artistically, he's telling an individual story that connects so well universally. And that is great art. And that is great storytelling. And so I think I was enamored from the first visual. And when we got to the end and he just started listing off the countries and saying, God bless America, and then flipped what that means, my face hurt from smiling the entire time. And so, I don't know.
Bad Bunny ate that shit the fuck up. Bad Bunny, that Super Bowl halftime motherfucking performance. First of all, the credit to the history that you showed during your fucking performance. If you know anything about Puerto Rico, then you know. From the music to the outfit to the dancers, you didn't even have a stage. You were on top of the store that you created for your performance. From the plátanos to the men on the lights, and they were swinging back and forth to you getting up there, to the dancers and the clothing that they had on. It's so significant. And then you brought out Lady Gaga, and then the dances, the blue dress, baby. I'm talking about everything ate the fuck down. To having Pedro Pascal, to having Cardi B, and then to bring out Ricky motherfucking Martin. And then when you had the part with the fucking Grammys, you winning the Grammy and you handed it to little you. Oh my God. The message that you sent through that fucking screen was not only loud, but bitch, they heard it. You did exactly what the fuck you needed to do for that halftime motherfucking performance, baby. Be proud. If you are Puerto Rican, if you are Latin, if you are Spanish, if it moved you, if it touched you, baby, that's what the fuck it was supposed to do. Be proud of who the fuck you are. Just like I said too, he did that motherfucking shit all in Spanish, not a lick of motherfucking English. I know that's motherfucking right. Bad Bunny ate that shit the fuck up.
Y'all, Bad Bunny got me out here looking up his lyrics to his songs, and honestly, it's the greatest gift. It's the greatest gift. Language is one of the biggest barriers of this country, but education is the thing that unites us all, right? People travel from around the world to come to America, to educate themselves, to get degrees, because they tell us that's what you need to be successful. All I had to do was Google the lyrics to this song, Bailar en Novi. My Spanish translation is not the best, but I found the English version of these words, and when I tell you, I cried when I read them. I cried. Then I watched the music video and I said, this guy is working with fire. It's the reason why he's the most streamed in the world. In the world! Not just America. In the world. This is the English. I thought I'd grow old with you in another life, in another world. I have to get my bitch back, y'all. I have to. I can't keep living like this. It could be, this is the one.
To it, and I had to leave the house because I can't get any work done. I just keep rewatching. Well, yes, of course I'm listening to it, and I don't know if I have the real words, but I'm singing along in my car, and am I allowed to do that? Oh, I feel horrible that I never listened before. In all that time, I could have been listening. I kind of move my shoulders. I want to dance, but I don't move that way. Am I attracted to him? No. Very. I kind of want to be him, but mostly I just want to be Puerto Rican. I had to leave.